Hey, 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 Lady TC back with numero 5. No, I'm not Spanish, but yeah, number 5. Cinco, 5. So, part 5, and why chosen ones need to accept that they're going to have to let go of people, especially some serious close ones, loved ones, family, especially. It could be your partner, your husband, your wife, your mother. It could be anybody. If there's somebody in your life that you truly have not really wanted to realize and accept the fact that that person is causing a hindrance in your life, you got to realize this. The world we live in is not going to be no Leave It to Beaver. You all know that. Not even close to Married with Children. All right? The lives that we live today, your family structure is no more the nuclear family. People are not growing up in a household where mom is this and dad is this. It's no longer that kind of life. You need to really look back at your life and start looking at it for what it is. If you haven't been doing this, being a chosen one, I'm pretty sure you bear this mark. W for Holy Watcher, M for Messenger, Moon Crescents. You are divinely chosen and you have a divine purpose over your life. Get you in shape, and isolation may be a big part of that right now. I already went through it. I choose to still stay in it because it keeps me grounded. It keeps me focused and the light of the body open, and it keeps me focused and keeping my discernment. Because there's a lot going on outside there in that world. And it's best not to get yourself caught up and be absorbed by all that stuff, especially being chosen. It's time to focus on Christ consciousness, the way of the Most High, so you can understand what your divine purpose is and be ready for it, because the calling is coming anytime now to get up and do what you need to be doing. Okay, so in saying that, I went over this great exercise. Listen, in telling y'all about letting go of people, now, it sounds all easy and stuff when we talk about setting your intentions, setting goals, the moon videos and all that stuff. Listen, you don't need just to wait on a moon video to release negativity and narcissism out of your life and gaslighting and stuff like that. You really need to examine. Listen, here's a prime example. In your life, think about this. How many times have people just stopped everything and abruptly just done something magnificent for you? Has someone ever just thrown a huge surprise birthday party for you? Like your 50th or your 40th, or like my 60th is coming up. I don't even care for birth. I don't do the pagan stuff. But now that I mention that, now people are like, well, you don't celebrate holidays anyway. So now nobody pays no attention to nothing I want to do or anything like that. I don't care. It's okay with me because there's other things I can do. You could always invite me for dinner or something like that. When have someone ever, in your life, especially when it comes to your family or group of friends or people around you, do they count on you when they throw events and stuff like that to be there? But is there always a purpose for you to be there? Like if you're a guy, do they need you to be one that helps set up the table and the food, or they want you to cook a certain dish you always make? Think about it. Are you invited because it's important for you to be there for a certain reason other than their needs? You see what I'm saying? When you're looking at people in your life and examining why they're the ones that are causing you hindrances, you need to understand. Like in the fact of the case with Joseph, his brothers did not want him to exceed. A lot of people, you're chosen, you shine. They don't like that. They want you to stay right where you've always been, that comfortable person they can rely on for certain things. And it's hard to come to that conclusion and see that. Sometimes we're in a place where we like to be counted on for certain things like that. Like being the good grandma that always got the grandkids, or being the one that was always cooks the good food at the events and stuff like that. You don't realize that those people are passing you by somewhat for all the other qualities that you may have, and counting on you for just those one things. And they want you to stay in your place and not really rise above from that. And that may seem harmless to you. But when it comes to other things like you rising above, I'll never forget when I bought my house. A single mother of 2 kids. I went and bought a house on my own. Listen, the fakeness that came over to the house would see the house. Oh, this is so nice. How'd you do this? That was the main question that all of them had in that little snide way. How did you do it? I don't understand how you were able to get this house. I mean, how were you able to do it? Tell me, what'd you do to get this house? And I kind of took offense to it, but I had so much joy over buying my house, I could care less. And I said easily, I cleaned up my credit and did what I was supposed to do, and I bought my house. Oh, well, it's nice. The fakeness was so, we could read that energy being chosen. You need to see that for real. People that do not really have your best interest at heart. They show you all the time. You just don't really want to see it. Now, I let that slide a long time ago, and I should have picked up on it, because you know what? Many of them threw their kids out, and of course, nieces and nephews, I let them come live with me. And then when they needed school clothes and stuff, I was taking care of them, my own kids. I was running a daycare I turned my house into that. When I needed help, nobody there for me. When I got sick and all that stuff. When they needed help, I'm always there for them. And it was just this cycle. And I'm the baby of the family. I'm like, what's going on here? That had to stop. But once I went through all I went through after the pandemic, that's when the Heavenly Father really woke me up after 2 near-death experiences and said, enough is enough. You going into isolation, and you ain't going to be doing for these people no more. You see how they did you. You had nothing. You lost everything. You had to start over from scratch. The ones that helped you are the real ones. And those were just minimal people, but they were there for me. And those are the ones in my life today. The other ones, I had to let them go because they were not real. You've got to make that choice. You've got to really accept what's going on. So let me just get this last part of the PowerPoint. Hold up. And it says, okay, your resilience and your unwavering, hold up. Your resilience, it defines your strength. The unwavering commitment to your divine purpose with your resilience. So just like Joseph, who was thrown into the pit by his own brothers, right? You too will face moments of betrayal. And you will face moments when people closest to you will try to tear you down. That's what we're talking about here. But just as Joseph was lifted out of that pit and rose to the occasion to serve, you too will rise. The universe is going to separate you from those who stand you. And it will also bring into your life the right people you need. Those who are going to support you, guide you, and stand with you as you walk the path of greatness. Okay? That's what you need. A whole new line of people. So ask yourself, are you ready to let go of everything that's been holding you back? Are you truly ready? Are you ready to endure pain? The loneliness and the uncertainty of walking this path? Because, yeah, it's a little painful, but you rely on God. And I could tell you right now, this is the moment that's going to define your life. The moment you choose to embrace your divine purpose and step fully into the life you were always meant to live. Take a deep breath. Feel the weight of this moment. Okay? And when you're ready, you walk forward. God will be with you. The Most High got you, just that the universe is guiding you, even if you can't see the next step. Okay? Trust that the pain you feel now is only temporary with people hurting you. And that on the other side of all of it lies your true power. Now, I want you to take a moment and just reflect on the things we talk about. Are you ready to release everything that no longer serves you? Are you ready to embrace your divine purposes? And that the calling that has been placed on your life, share it, and start thinking hard about other things going on in your life. Because listen, let me tell you something. I had an exercise that I saw yesterday, and I meant to post it. It's someone else's video on TikTok, but it looked like it was an old Oprah Winfrey episode where she had this minister come on and do an exercise where he has you go into your childhood, and he has you close your eyes like a meditation, but he says, just close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Now, imagine, go back to where you was as a child. Remember the last point in time you remember being a child, right? And go in there and then go up to the child and, talk to yourself. It's you're the child. And you're talking to yourself. Hi, I'm me, you're you. I'm you all grown up. I came to get you up out of here and bring you to something better. And you're going to say to the child, I love, nice things about the child, and I love you. I care about you. You're so beautiful and all this. Give yourself a hug. Hug yourself. And then say, listen, I want you to go into your room and get your favorite thing and get a bag. Get your favorite teddy bear or whatever it is. Put your stuff in there and you're coming with me. I'm talking to mom and dad and they're going to know that you're coming with me. So you see yourself going up to mom and dad, telling mom and dad, I'm taking her. She's coming with me. We're leaving. The child comes back up to you yourself. You pick yourself up. Seeing this as he's telling you this in this vision, this dream. Not dream, but you're going through this motion because he's got you there. You pick yourself up, you wave goodbye. We're leaving now. And I know you did your best, but y'all are kind of sick there. Something's wrong, but I'm taking her out and I'm going to take care of her now. You start walking away and you start seeing the people that are in your life now that care about you. And you just keep going into the best things that you want for you and this child. I woke up from that in tears, okay? But it was refreshing. It was the best release I ever did